I been kicking it with Cøøg. 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 Got a lot of shit to lose. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking.
Yo, y'all, it's Niko Brim. I'm here kicking it with Cøøg. Shout out to TDN. Let's get it.
It looks good. Hallie, I'm happy to be back. It's been a minute. It's really been a minute. We're gonna start from when I start talking. It's been a while. I'm excited to say that we're back with Kicking It with Cøøg. I'm here with my dog, Niko Brim. We are here at Mean Street Studios. Shout out to Mean Street. Shout out to Generation Now. Shout out to all the homies.
Yes, sir.
I'm just happy to be back with Kicking It. So, bro.
Yeah.
This is crazy. This is like a wild, like weird full circle shit because it's just like one, like I'm like walking around the studio and everyone's fucking here. Like I ran into Nassan that day. I ran into fucking Wind was running around. Fucking everyone was running around. But Niko specifically, we're finally conversing because we've been following each other on the internet for a minute.
Yeah, bro. It's been years.
It's been a minute, bro.
Pandemic.
Yo, facts. I want to say, like, I got hit to you, Chris Patrick, a lot of the guys, like, right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to see, like, how everyone's running right now in, like, this next wave of hip-hop. For those who don't know, who is Niko Brim? And if you're tuning in and you don't know Niko Brim.
I'll say Niko Brim is a rapper, just like an all-around artist and creative, businessman, a community advocate. You feel me? Yeah, I think that's the best way to describe it.
All types of positive shit.
Yeah, a whole bunch of positive shit, for sure. If you're tapping in with me, we definitely going towards something. You know what I'm saying?
And for those who wanted to get hit, where would you start someone to like dive into the Niko like if someone was just like put me on right now for like where would you push them to?
I would push them to HUES. Yeah, I would push them to HUES, and then after HUES, I probably would go to my Before the Throne EP.
Got you.
I would say those are like the two projects I think, and then if you really want to take the deep dive, I have the 1,000 Pictures mixtapes that I did way back. But I would say HUES for sure.
What is how long have you been like you've been around music? You're literally your whole entire life, especially like where you're from the Mecca hip hop. Yeah, when did you start taking music seriously? Like when you're just like, this is what I want to do.
Yo, for real, it was like end of my like junior year in high school, going into my senior year. Like I used to work as like a lifeguard through the summer.
Okay,
you feel me? So like I used to just stack up on hours, and then I saved up and I bought like a Focusrite. I did like a crack version of Logic.
Real shit, real nigga shit.
Yeah, I got a roll mic, and then I just started recording myself. So like I would go to school and just like play my records for my niggas and stuff like that. So it started in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Did you ever show signs of like being into music prior to that though? Like rapping before that? Ever going to the studio? Like
hell yeah. Like before I was like rapping and recording myself, I definitely was already writing. I feel like I started writing early, bro, like really, like, cause I kind of got into poetry by like one of my teachers. Like it was like you do like those in-class workshop.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Like writing workshops and all that.
And I was just writing, and I was like, oh, I fuck with this. Like I remember that. I was like first grade, like the first time I probably put something together. And then growing up, I also played the drums.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel me? So like growing up, I didn't really think I was gonna be an artist. I thought I was gonna be a musician, a tour musician. You know what I'm saying? So like the pinnacle of what I thought at that time was like, 50 Cent will hire me when he does his Get Rich or Die Trying, 20th, anniversary tour, and I would just play the music, and travel with all these, different artists. But I ended up going from that to like, I was doing beats on like GarageBand for like a second. And I was like, man, I'm ready to start rapping. Like, fuck all that.
Fuck all that. Just skip to the rapping.
Yeah, and I got back to producing for a minute, but I always was just better rapper, so I just kind of put that to the side.
It's funny you cite poetry as like kind of like the introduction to like writing, because like from listening to your projects these last few days, just kind of get all my questions together. One of the things I was telling like Shawty was just like, you can tell this nigga can read. And I say that in the sense of like you can tell like you're well educated, like you can tell like you don't mince your words at all, and I feel like that's if you look at the landscape of hip hop, I feel like a lot of niggas don't read. As funny as that sounds, like
I mean, to keep it real with you, I'm not a big reader either. Like I've read certain books like, throughout my adult life, but yo, bro, I went to summer school in high school. For real? Yeah, bro. Like I did a semester of college. My second semester, I didn't make it because I was recording music. But like, my mom would tell y'all if she sees this shit, bro. Like I was a lot to deal with, but I feel like I was just always just a a smart person. Like I pick up on shit quickly, you know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like it translates in my music, but yeah, bro, I'm actually not like the
Yo, it's crazy because like listening to your music, I'm like, this nigga must be reading all the goddamn time. Like it's just
bro,
like it's like the mature energy to it, to like the way you like. I'm dead ass. I was just like, yo, he must be like highly educated.
Yeah, bro, no, it was none of that, bro. Like I went to college. I went to UNH and University of New Haven.
Okay.
For like a semester, bro, music and sound recording. You know, I did summer school my junior year of high school. Like I really wasn't like a big like academic person. Like I don't even know, yo, my nigga, I don't even know if there was one of the books that we were supposed to read in high school. I don't even know if I've ever actually finished one. Yeah. And I'm not knocking anybody.
Nah.
And I'm about like being educated. But
sure.
You want to know what's really probably what you're hearing is I seek it. Myself.
But I think that's as important though, like educating yourself.
More, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't a system person. Like I didn't do well with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was a young nigga, I used to tell my mom like, yo, they want me to go to school from 8 to 3 and then I gotta go home and do more work.
Crazy.
Bro, I'm like, this is crazy. You feel me? So
come clean. I dropped out like sophomore, junior year of college because I was just like, nah, this is crazy. Like I don't want to. Like I woke up one day, I was like, nah, I'm gonna get back to this one day.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit was definitely wasn't really my thing, but like I definitely seek it, and I'm just, you know, I'm one of those people, and I live like my life is crazy, bro. Like I feel like my shit is a movie, and I've seen and experienced so much that I just feel like I'm just a sponge, you know what I'm saying?
I can only imagine, because like based off, and I was telling you a little bit off this camera, like just based off doing my research and what I was learning, I'm just like, I had no idea that you were like, you've been around hip hop literally your entire fucking life.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, I always tell people I don't have that moment of like when I fell in love with hip hop.
Yeah, right.
Hip hop was like a parent or like an uncle or something. Like you don't remember. It just was always part of my life. You know what I'm saying? And then my father was an exec, A&R, producer, all types of, but, you know, he really pioneered a lot at Def Jam Soul.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I remember when, you know, like, my pops was working on, like, the Music Soul Child albums, you know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, like, Ready for Trey songs and, like, all of this type of shit. So, like, the studio was something I always was in, like, from jump.
Like, you know? As a kid, just always at the studio?
Yeah, like, always at the studio. Like, that was just kind of, like, regular for me, you know? Like, and it translates now, like, with my music and even, like, with some of the things you talk about. Like, a lot of people get, like, when they first come into the game, it's like they're like a baby in like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, for me, because I was always around it, I'd never really had that experience. Like, I was very dialed in. Like, this is what matters. This is what doesn't matter. This is what I want to do. You know what I mean? And, like, when you don't come up into it, it could be so, like...
I can imagine.
A lot, you know?
I can imagine, like... What was, like, your parents' reaction once you started kind of, like, started taking the music seriously and you're just like, this is what I want to pursue? Yeah. Like, were they supportive or was it just kind of like, nah, chill, we're not?
Yeah, I think initially, like, my parents had, like, a pushback just because of how they know how rough the industry is.
For sure. You know, because I can imagine, like, they can't, you said, like, your dad was an exec early, so, like, he probably 100%. Seen a lot.
Yeah, 100%. My pops was in a rap group before he was doing all of that.
Oh, shit, for real?
Yeah, so, like, late 80s, he was in this group. In early 90s, he was in this group called FS Effect.
Whoa.
And he was doing his thing with that, so... You know, and then my mom's, you know, being a stylist, you know...
Legendary stylist,
like... They both, like, you know, you eat what you kill, you know what I'm saying? So they're cut differently. And, you know, they were just concerned that if I was going to be cut for that, you know? And I think that once I really, like, got off the ground, not even from, like, the perspective of, like, getting off the ground and, like, a popularity, but when they seen that I had a workflow and an ethic and, like, was building my community, I feel like they just fell in love with just what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a show and prove. And the moment I proved to them, I got like nothing but love and respect.
And what was that point when you proved it to them? Like, what would you say was the turning point in like you wanted to take this seriously and your parents officially being like, all right, we're rocking with this?
All right, so I did an EP. Yo, what's crazy was when I started recording music, bro, the first 6 songs that I ever recorded, I dropped.
Like automatically?
Yes. I don't think that was a good idea. Because like when I look back at it, like those records weren't good. Like they were ass. Like it's my first.
How old were you?
17.
Okay, so you're like a senior in high school at this point.
Yeah.
Okay,
right?
bet.
So like this is probably like October senior year.
Okay.
I was through the summer, I was grinding. I'm like, yo, I'm coming back senior year. I'm shitting on niggas, man. Got this EP. You feel me?
Nah, fact.
So then I came in, I dropped that, and it wasn't that good. Then I dropped a mixtape my senior year also, which was like the sequel to that EP. And then like that just wasn't it. But then my freshman year of college, I did 1,000 Pictures Book 1, and that was like what I would consider like my first tape for real, you know what I'm saying? And like when I did my first tape, they were like, okay, like this is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they were just seeing the work ethic and the hunger in me. Cause like that was a thing too, like growing up, when you're the type of kid that I was and school didn't interest you, like I kind of fell to the wayside with a lot of that. So things like my work ethic and my drive was in question. But it was like I just wasn't passionate about these things.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So once they finally seen me like really care about something, they're like, nigga, keep doing that shit.
And not for nothing, as a creative, I feel like you're into what you're into, but like everything else doesn't. Like I feel like this is like the story of a lot of creative niggas. Like, yo, school was whack.
Yes,
didn't like the shit. Was bored because I wanted to do other shit.
I have a textbook like story with that. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I see like artists like Kendrick, I relate to some of the personality that he has, and like how he was just like, you know, he's another one who writes, and he's so like intellectual and articulate with how he expresses himself.
For sure.
But he's not really like a school person.
You would think too. You would think this is like you would think he kind of has the J. Cole background, like where he graduated from like a prestige college and whatnot. But it's just like, I think again, very aware of his surroundings and wanting to learn. I think that's something important you said, like seeking the knowledge. Yeah, and also too, like everybody's into certain shit and like people have like talents, and I feel like some people just are nice with words. Like even like people who are just nice at ball. Like it's kind of something like it's part of your build. You know what I'm saying? And you can just build on it as you like, you know, you continue with life. But so now we fast forward. So now you're like, you know, you're taking the music serious. You know what I'm saying? Like. You drop HUES, which like we were talking about this like off camera. This is the project where like you dropped it exclusively on Even, and this is the project I would say like we had been posting you prior, but that's the project I even on our end we were like, oh, this nigga got something. Yeah. So take us through like one, creating that project, and two deciding to incorporate using Even, because you said you were like one of the first artists to like really use it in New York. Like and like take us through that, especially being early to the direct to consumer things. That's where music's going back to right now. Yeah, 100%. I feel when I was working on HUES, at that time I was working on 2 projects. Okay. And one of the other project, like I really, really loved and still love that project. And at the time, we thought that it would be the best decision to like try to get funding for the other project. Okay. So we were like, we're gonna make like a mixtape. But so HUES really was like a response to like this other album that I had made. And so when I started honing in on working on this project, like I had this concept of, you know, talking about life almost like a conversation, like with myself and like my observations. And so HUES was how can I put it? Like HUES was just a very like intentional body of work that I decided to make kind of like late in the game, bro. Like I probably put that project together in like 3 months. Really? Yeah, bro. But it was like the concept was already there, you know? And then what was the other part of your question? I was like, so boom, you like take us through creating the project, and then once you have the project, dropping on Even, and it's like one, being early to that, and 2, like seeing that firsthand, like, whoa, you can make bread 100% independently. Yeah, so boom. So if we're talking about the creative process, also I want to give a big shout out to my guys Lilo and Fleece. They my home team engineers. Shout out to the homies. Yeah, we were working out of Mix Out Studios. That's their studio. And you know, we were cooking that shit up. Is this in New York? Yes. Okay, but yeah, so we was cooking that up religiously. It was me, Lilo and Fleece. It was my boy B Bearded, who was the executive producer on that project. Okay, hell yeah. My boy Vibe AVB, he was the other executive producer on the project, and my boy V Prezi, who was A&R in that project. Hell yeah. Yeah, so it was all the guys just coming together, and you know, like that project got like a real jazz hip hop influence, you know what I'm saying? Like you can hear it too. Yeah, bro. You like can hear it. I wanted to stand on the shoulders of like Tribe sonically.
You know what I'm saying? And figure out like what did that sound like now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like without necessarily taking it back.
For sure.
What are those elements?
Still keeping it refreshing.
You get what I'm saying?
Because that's what the project felt like to me. Like even as I'm listening to it today, writing questions and just kind of like trying to understand like, you know, your mind a bit more. I'm just like, every time I play this, it sounds refreshing. It sounds very like coming of age.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is like, I don't know. I love you can hear that in a project, especially in younger artists where you're just like, you can hear the hunger, you can hear them, you want to kill everything, but it's just like, you're telling a story.
Yeah. And that was like a big thing with HUES, was like figuring out how to tell the story. Like, there's certain parts that I like to just keep in the music for people to put two and two together. But
for sure.
HUES is a story, and at the end is like this idea of being human. You know what I'm saying? And like what that consists of. And throughout the project, like I have an AI kind of doing the skits, and the AI is doing the skits kind of like it's like a pun on, you know, this like in a time where I'm looking to go through self-discovery, I'm dealing with like, you know, AI and all that shit. So yeah, bro, it was dope. Like, and once we had put the project together, someone from my team, shout out Mego, André Mego, he actually had the relationship with homie at Even. And so I sat down with them, and so he pitched the idea. I was like, yo, would you be interested in something like that? And I was like, man, that would be like, that's brilliant. Like,
yeah, no, it is super smart. Shout out to Even.
Yeah, shout out to Even. Shout out to Magic and all the people over there. And so when we had sat down, everybody was just really excited. You know, they were feeling the music. And I decided to put it up. And in that month, we did what would have cost us like 1.5 million streams. We made that money, you know, just going direct to consumer. And so I kept it on there for like probably like 3-4 months, bro.
Before it even hit streams?
Yeah, before it even hit streaming. Yeah, like I was actually committed to not putting it up. But then like we were also like, man, this project is really good. Yeah. And we could use the marketing of streaming. So then I just decided like, okay, like we'll put it up. But yeah, even like it just made sense, like as an independent artist who's also trying to make a living in the game, like streaming is just a marketing tool. And that when you look at it in that way, you don't rely on streaming to make you money. That's 0.0043 or whatever it is of a cent. So if you know that that's what you're making per stream, you can't look at that as a viable source of income for you.
It can't be it
can't be that.
I'm sure it's possible, but it's a lot of you have to play the game a lot.
You got to play the game a lot, and that type of game that you're looking to play, it pulls you less in the direction of being an artist and more of being an entertainer, and it pulls you more into like being like a celebrity, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you're using your personality, you're using your content really to drive the music. For sure. Which is like you can do that, but there are other ways to get that type of bread and get that fan base without having to just take that one route. You get what I'm saying? And so I felt like Even was a great way for me to stay true to the type of person I am, the way I like to showcase my art, and also the fact that I could put a price point and value on my music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's important. Like,
no, fact. And when you did it, how much was it? Was it a like pay what you want, or was it like a minimum payment?
So we did the pay what you want, but like my minimum payment I think was $10, which is it's a project. You know,
well, it's an album. That's literally how much an album was.
100%.
And we're close in age, so like I feel like we're like the last of the era where like I vividly remember buying albums. I vividly remember 100%. Having to buy albums from iTunes. And then I vividly streaming's not that new. Like I vividly remember like Apple Music, Tidal, and Spotify coming out. So it's like we kind of lived through every like era, not every era obviously, but like all this change, and it's just like I still love the direct to consumer shit.
100%. I think the direct to consumer shit, it also creates a different connection to the music. Like when we had to buy an album back then, like because in a way like you're investing.
No, hell yeah.
And when you get your return on investment, there's a level of gratification that you feel like as a consumer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember getting graduation. Damn. Being like, oh, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like when I wanted to release my project, I wanted to align with the people that care that much about my music. You know what I mean? Because like, and I always say this, like with my peers in my class, like I feel that, you know, some of my presence on like the internet and media could be a bit stronger. For sure. But the way that I am able to sell out my shows, sell my merch is like the ratio of people that know me and people that buy is high.
I'm not gonna lie to you too. I feel like, you know, because you know I book shows and I pay attention like to that aspect of shows. This is like I feel like there's so many artists right now who would be of your class or even prior that like their numbers and their presence on the internet's crazy, but they can't get 20 people to come see them rap. So it's just like finding that happy medium. Because to your point, like even when we first linked up, you were telling me like, yo, like we've been touring, we've been selling out shows, meeting like actual supporters in real time, and it's like that's the shit that like sticks with people.
Yeah, 100%.
Even after we linked, I was just like, yo, your energy's hella magnetic, and it just makes you want to support even more.
Appreciate
so
it,
it's just like I think that's the perfect way to do it, and I love that. Right now, and just in music, period, everyone's going that route where it's just like fucking James Blake just dropped the album, but I'm just like I don't even feel like I've been like waiting on his music so long because I'm subscribed to his. I forget which app he's on. Maybe it's Even one of those apps, and it's just like I've been getting exclusive music from fucking James Blake forever because I'm subscribed to him, and it's just like that direct to consumer shit builds such a unique relationship where it's just like you want to see artists win and you want to support whatever it is that they're doing. So being early on that was fire.
You know, and it's like especially at that time, like
Shout
for
to
us
you.
for us to make the money that we made then. You know, it's like, bro, like if we did this with every project, you know what I'm saying? Like, what could that be? Or like, where could that be now with where I'm at and what I'm doing? You know, so that's actually I have a project that I'm literally, bro. Like I have my finger on the trigger, bro. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna shoot. Or
You just put it out?
Yeah, it's like it's literally right there. But I've been going back and forth with how I want to roll it out. Well, really, what platform I want to put it on.
For sure.
But
because there's options now, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that that's fire. And I love like what Untitled is doing also.
For sure.
I love what Even's doing. Like they're making it also easy to purchase and listen. Like that's the part. Like you know, don't nobody want to click nothing, no extra links and have to do all of this. You want to be able to just double tap, pay,
Apple Pay that
listen,
bitch.
you know what I'm saying?
Give you what you want and keep
shit.
it and get back to it for whenever it is you want to get to it. I do love, like I said, I'm one of the few people that love buying physical. Like I buy CDs, I like vinyls, I buy merch. Like I am a fan of collecting physical stuff because it's just like this is our culture, you know what I mean? And it's just like it just means more. Like I have Spotify, I have Apple Music, but like I like enjoying music more when I physically own it. So it's like
same, bro.
I love facts. This is my guy right here.
100%.
This is my guy right here. No bullshit. Yo, so you brought up a name that I actually want to ask about. André, is it Mego?
Yeah, André Mego.
Yo, so tell us about this one night EP because I was like, again, you know, doing my journalistic shit and going back and really listening to everything. And I'm sitting here like, fan of you, fucking love Chris Patrick. I'm like, I didn't even know you niggas had a project.
Yeah.
So tell us about this like, for those who aren't hip to it, go listen to it because it's 3 tracks and the shit's fire. And it's like everyone's on that bitch.
Yeah, 100%.
Like Reason goes crazy on there. You go crazy on there. Fucking Ruben's on there.
Yeah.
How did a project of this like this even happen? Like, for those who don't know, because I'm not even super hip, who's André Mego? Like, how the fuck you put this together?
So André Mego is a crazy producer.
For sure.
And he's also business partners with Rapsody. At their WEO Creative, at their label.
Got you.
Yeah, so I was
and I have Rapsody questions too. Fucking great.
Yeah. So me and Rap, we could dive into that. But me and Rap go way back.
Hell yeah.
And I had met Mego around the same time.
Got you.
He was working at JAMLA, and you know just like worked his way up, and he had literally a what is it called? He had a session, and it was just one night. Literally, that's why it's called the One Night EP.
Okay.
And we all pulled up. And we just cut those records, all 3 of them that night. Yeah.
Where was this?
This was in New York. It was in New York like February, like it might have been like February 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was a cold that Too Cold record that's on there.
That's real shit. Bro, okay.
Yo, nigga, it was like 10 degrees. And
damn.
Yeah, bro, Mego just supplied all of the beats. And you know, me and Mego have a very close relationship. Rube and Mego have a very close relationship. And all of the guys, like, you know, that was on that project, like, we all rock with Mego. He's just one of the, like, most solid, just, you know, just a great heart, you know what I mean? Good
Hell yeah.
And,
even like, you know, like an ode to brotherhood and just like a bunch of like the next wave of spitters. Like, I was just like, I can't believe I even missed this. This just fire.
Yeah, so it was underneath of, like, Mego put it out himself.
Okay.
And, you know, he's just getting, like, into releasing the music.
Okay.
He's been making music forever. So I would say be on the lookout. He has another project called Scent of a Woman.
Okay.
Which is like a R&B project.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm following it right now. I'm gonna come clean.
Davion's on there. I'm on there. Damani's on there.
Shout out to Damani. Already following.
Yeah, bro. So, you know, he's a dog, bro. And
nah, bro, that project is really fire. And it's just like, you know, it's just kind of cool too. Cause it's just like, I met you through like, you know, being fans of all these other guys, and just like I love, man, I was telling you this off camera, I love this just kind of like this feeling right now of like where hip hop is, where just like all the like newer guys who've been, you know, like if you're hip, like you've been hip to a lot of the guys we just named for a little bit because y'all been putting in the work for the last few years, but like
100%.
Right now it seems like this is for you plus Ben Riley, Chris Patrick, Samar Sin, when like the list goes on, the list goes on, the list goes on. Like seems like you guys are all cool with each other, all work together. Like what does that feel like to be a part of this like next wave of just like really dope MCs, not just dope artists, like really dope MCs that clearly care about this culture, clearly care about like making really great projects? Like what does that feel like?
Yeah, well, shout out all the artists you name.
Facts, and we could literally keep going. There's so many names.
We got Fergie Baby, Life of Time,
Facts.
Nunes, like this shit just it goes on. Mark Lux, Nassan,
Dog,
like,
Nassan is hard.
Yeah, bro, it's like, you know, and if anybody that's not named, you know, it's all good. It's all
nah, bro. Like listen, like
we could literally spend, you know, hours talking about how dope, you know, we all are and what everyone's bringing to the table.
Sure.
But it's crazy because like we do have this level of interconnectedness, like me and Ruben.
Mm-hmm.
So my boy Larry, shout out my nigga Larry. Larry's from my block.
Wow.
Moved to Charlotte.
Wow.
So he moved to Charlotte and was like, yo, I go to school with this nigga's my man's named Ruben.
Wow.
And he's a rapper.
What year is this?
Ooh, this might be like 2015.
Damn.
Yeah, maybe like 2015. Bro.
And you're younger than me, so I think at this time I'm a sophomore. So you like a senior in high school, about to go to college? Yeah,
exactly, yeah. So he putting me on. I'm like, yo, Ruben is dope. You feel what I'm saying? And then I ended up meeting Rap separately.
Wow.
Went to JAMLA and actually met him in real life. So
crazy.
So like the chances of like my brother from my block moving down there is like, you know, slim to none. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kai we're cousins, you know what I'm saying? So we
For real?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, me and Kai are cousins, you know what I'm saying? So me and Kai, like, Kai recorded his first mixtape at my crib. Yeah, bro.
It's the most New York shit ever.
Yo, dead ass, bro. Like in the closet, bro. 217. Like I remember, like that shit was crazy. And the first record I ever did was a Stop Being Greedy DMX freestyle.
Wow.
With Kai.
That's like it doesn't get more New York than that. I'm complaining.
We both rap for like 2 minutes straight.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Like SoundCloud shit. You feel me?
Wow.
And then it's crazy with Chris, because me and Chris, we had met that night working on that EP.
Wow, okay.
So I had met him then, but I was already familiar. And so I was like, yo, bro, I think your shit is dope. Coming to find out, he's from East Orange. Shout out EO. Bro, my grandfather and that whole side of my family is from East Orange, New Jersey, in North.
Wow.
So I was talking to him like, bro, what are the chances? Like, bro, I used to be over there, Sandwiches Unlimited. If you from EO, you know what I'm talking about. Bro, like I really used to be out there, Central Ave and all that shit. So then me and him like had those mutuals that we didn't even realize, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it goes on and on with so many other artists. And I feel that you can see that level of genuine camaraderie with everybody, you know?
And that's really what it does feel like genuine camaraderie, like based off the records. By the way, he played me some records. I don't know when we get in these joints, but he played me a bunch of records with a bunch of fucking phenomenal artists right now who are next. It's just like you could hear it. Like you can hear like niggas is not trying to get bodied by other niggas, but you can tell it's just like y'all are like really working with each other. Yeah,
the
synergy was there. And it's just like,
yeah, bro,
it's beautiful.
We all like really competitive.
Yeah, so as you should be. Like, this is a sport.
Yeah, and I feel like we all really want to make songs because I feel like all of us have gotten the stamps of being great rappers.
Yeah.
We want hits and we want big records, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like it naturally comes out that we're just gonna go hard when we were penning, but we like, you know, down to the hooks and like cutting verses shorter to make room for the record. Like, yo, it was fire. Like that whole weekend, bro, we cut like 50 records in 3 days.
And for those who don't know what we like, without saying too much, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to destroy the rollout, but like this is a weekend in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who was there? What was happening? Whatever you can say.
Yeah, so I would say we had a weekend in Atlanta. It was me, Kai,
crazy,
Ben,
crazy,
Marco,
crazy,
Chris, Win,
crazy,
Suave, and Rube.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And these are like all the homies.
Yeah, these are all the
fucking homies.
Bro. And we touched down and we shout out GM. We were here. And
that was a generation now.
We had 3 sessions going on every day, 12, 14 hours a day.
Damn.
And so we were just in here just cooking up. Shout out Nyla. Nyla Simone.
Legend.
Yeah, she put all of it together. And also, too, like, when we talk about this class, we got to give a big shout out to Nyla. Because even before this, bro, like, she was one of those people in media that always shine light. And you are, too. You know
I appreciate that. Nah, she's definitely the one person who, like, one of the people, like, where she is, who's always shining lights on the homies.
Yeah, man.
And I think, like, she does such a fantastic job.
Yeah, bro.
People in that position don't have to do that, but the fact that she's doing it and it's genuine, like, love what she's doing. Thank you, too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Nyla she gave me my first look on the Breakfast Club. I haven't done the interview, but when I did HUES, he highlighted Marley's on that project.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. And that brought people in, you know what I'm saying, to what I had going on. So, yeah, Nyla pretty much got all of us together, and, bro, we just were going crazy, bro. Like, it was just nonstop cooking. Like, that shit was one of the funnest, probably the funnest camp I've ever done, bro.
And for those who don't know, like, who haven't seen a camp or been a part of camp, how likely is it that, like, like I said, he played me records. Like, you probably played me like 10 to 12 records in that, like, hour sitting that we was chilling. It's just like all of them were fire. Like, have you ever been a part of a camp where you guys made this many phenomenal records?
Nah, bro. Like, this is a one-of-one experience for me. Like, and I've been a part of great camps, and we've made bangers at those camps. But, bro, it was just quality after quality after quality. I remember the first day, there was, like, a lot of love records being made.
Yeah.
And, like, the second day, we were like, yo, let's pivot, let's slow down our pace, and let's focus on these types of records. But, like, the pace didn't stop, bro. It was damn near almost 20 records every day. Like, but it was just a testament to all the hours everybody put in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, seeing everybody's process is ill. You know, my process is different from Plus's, it's different from Suave.
For sure.
For Chris. And, like, when you see how everybody works and gets to the end goal, that shit is just like, bro, it's fire, bro.
Nah, bro. I wish we got, like, some of the joints, like just like energy with how you were playing it. There was one record that, like, I know it's gonna go crazy when y'all perform it. It's just like, just being.
Hell yeah, yo, I know exactly.
I think it's the first record you played.
Yeah, bro, it's nuts.
Fucking watch your Willie be like, I think this will work, and I'm sitting there like, nigga, this is gonna work. This is a record.
Yes, bro, 100%. Like, shout out everybody who was a part of this process, bro. Without saying too much, I would love, you know, for the music to reach the people. But, you know, all of that is to be determined. Everyone just stay tuned to what Nyla got going on.
Shout out to Nyla Simone.
Yeah.
Nah, I love what she got going on. And I love literally everyone you just named, like, on the Daily Note, and, like, we support so heavy just because it's just like I said, when I left, I was talking to my man Sean, shout out to Sean. And we were just talking about, like, how it just felt, like, how the 09 freshman class felt. Like, the energy of what hip hop felt from 09 to 2013 is how it's starting to feel right now. Like, I feel like the blog era is coming back. I feel like niggas are just like, all right, cool, we not dropping on Spotify. We're going to drop this mixtape on Untitled and just get that bitch. Even to the point where you see, like, the big dogs like J. Cole using even this shit. It's just like
100%.
I feel like hip hop more than ever really is, like, going towards the underground. And just, like, for artists like you, this is, like, the perfect time to get hit.
Yeah, 100%. And I want to say this, and I love the fact that it makes people feel that way. But to the people watching, we may remind y'all of the blog era, but we're not the blog era.
Oh, facts.
And we're not looking to reenact, recreate, or duplicate anything that's been done. We're going to pioneer, and we're going to drop something new, and we're going to be the first of our generation. No one has ever seen from Wynn to Portland and me in New York and everybody in between rock with each other like this and have this level of chemistry. So I don't know what we're going to end up calling it.
Yeah.
But right now, this is something special and it's new.
Nah, it's a phenomenal feeling. And to your point, it's just like, it's reminiscent, but it's very, like, I don't even think, like, I don't know. It's just wild. Like, I'm excited to see it. Like, I get excited as a hip hop fan to see, like, where this is going and just how it felt. And just, like, to the point where then you look around the landscape, like, Chris and Marco going on tour. Yeah. You feel me? Like, fucking you and Kai Cash pretty much restoring this New York shit. Like, as a up top nigga, I'm gonna come clean. Like, I love that, like, even Fergie Baby too. I love that, like, New York rappers are really taking pride in the fact that I'm a New York nigga. No disrespect to, like, what the last 10, 15 years in New York rap, because there's been some ill niggas, but it's like, I feel like y'all are bringing that, like, that feeling back.
Yes, bro, 100%. We are bringing that feeling back. And I love that we could shine light on New York. And while we shining light on New York, I want to, you know, shine light on Life of Time also. You know, shine light on Iman. Like you said, Fergie Baby.
Facts.
You know, AC been dope. You know, TJ Brown, Tony E.
So many names.
You know what I'm saying? Lord Skull. You know what I mean?
So many names.
You know what I'm saying? Yaya coming out of Yonkers. You know what I'm saying?
Hard.
King BMO. You know what I'm saying? Like, a King Soul coming out of Queens. You know what I'm saying? Wiki. Underground King still doing his thing. You
fucks with it.
Yeah, bro. Like, you know, and we could go on, but like, bro, like there's some shit coming from New York. And what I really love about this era of New York is this is the most camaraderie we've had since, like, you know, I feel like the whole 50 Cent era.
Yeah,
because Fifth was beefing with everybody.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like
still is.
Yeah, he still is.
Fucking is.
And I felt like when Fifth started,
love Fifth.
Yeah, when he started beefing with everybody, like I felt like that changed the climate in New York.
It definitely divided a lot. I feel like
100%.
Even being a younger nigga, I remember being like, to this day, I don't really listen to Ja Rule, like out of like out of my junior respect.
Yo, for real, bro.
Like,
when we was young, you got to
nigga. I was like 7 picking sides.
I'm like, yo, and he made it like, nigga, you rocking with us, nigga, you rocking with you.
Yeah, I'm like,
as
yeah.
a kid, you like, shit, yeah, fuck.
Like, who else am I gonna rock with, bro?
Yeah,
like,
you know, like
what else am I gonna do,
bro? And I feel like everybody now in New York is really, you know, helping each other out and showing love. You know what I'm saying? And we're moving as a unit. You know what I'm saying? You're
I love it.
Different feelings too. Like, you know, Fergie's so Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Life of Time and Skull coming from the Heights, you can feel that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Me coming from the 9, Iman coming from the 9, you can feel that. But it's like everybody still though. It's like, nah, but we're a conglomerate, you know. Oh, and J1 too. We talking about Yonkers.
Yo,
shout out J1.
Shout out to J1. That's the homie too.
Me and J1 went to high school together.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, bro. Me and J1 went to high school, and 27 Deli. Shout out Deli. I went to high school with Deli.
So like, you J1, like, like these guys that are like, I don't want to call y'all niggas nepo babies because I don't like that term.
Yeah.
But like, you guys are like, damn near hip hop royalty. Like, you guys are like, what is that like? To like, we're in a genre where this is the youngest genre around. Hip hop's only 50. My mom's older than hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, what's that like to be surrounded by people who like the J1s, like the kind, like niggas who kind of grew up similar to you, like in the sense of like hip hop is everything. Yeah. Do you guys feel like does it feel weird like when like to be in the position you are? Do you feel like a weird pressure? Do you feel like niggas might not take you as serious once they learn these things because like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the negative connotation that comes with it, like, and because I feel like, for example, I've been following J1 for a minute, and I feel like niggas really like, it's weird. Niggas like are always kind of coming at him because he's Jadakiss's kid. Where like in my head, I'm just like, that's fire. I'm like one of my favorite rappers as a kid who's fucking dope and taking it to the next level. Like, do you feel like there's like a weird?
Yeah, I feel like to answer the first part of the question with the pressure, it's a little bit different for someone like J1 because his father is a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father is not a rapper like that.
True indeed.
So I don't have that immediate copy paste like, are you better than your pop?
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? And I think he would be able to speak more to what that pressure feels like. But I do think the other part of the question, like, there's definitely like, you kind of got like an uphill battle when like you're sharing your story, you know what I'm saying? Because people just assume so much, you know, like when you don't come from those types of things that people have observed from like the TV screen, they don't make any assumptions on you. But because a nigga might have seen what your pops did or seen what your mother did, like they automatically build an idea of you in their head that you have to actively work against. Yeah. As opposed to when you come into the game without that, you're consistently just building your own narrative, as opposed to me having to prove to you what my narrative is. As someone that comes from lineage in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And it's like there are differences in how we were brought up, but a lot of it is similar, bro. Like because like, so you guys are going to the same high school, you guys are like know the same people, so it's just like, and it's like you got to think too. It's like this is hip hop is young, so like a lot of us don't come from old money, nigga. We're not like
facts.
We don't come from 3-piece suits, and like our parents were the first ones. So like even culturally, like what we deal with in the house, what we deal with amongst our family, bro, is very similar shit. I think the biggest difference is the access that we have in this particular industry, and of course financially what we've been afforded and what we've been blessed with.
For sure.
But it's like, bro, a lot of that shit, bro, like we wasn't allowed to, you know, do a lot of this shit, or we went through a lot of the same things that like everybody else was going through. But yeah, like for me, I don't really feel that pressure. I'm the first one.
Facts,
you know
yeah.
And like my pops rap for a little bit, but my pops knows I was better than him. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, it's a valid way to answer it. It's just like, it's something that I look at the landscape of hip hop of even like, or even compared to sports, where it's like we're seeing like these niggas whose parents play ball, or like and seeing like difference. It's like niggas don't take them as seriously until they got to prove themselves, which is weird to me. Where I look at it, I'm just like, what? You're this close? Like, if anything, this explains why you're so dope, because you've been around music your whole life.
100%.
And like, there's this weird like connotation on the internet that niggas is like, and I use Jay because we brought up Jay when I use him, and I'm just like, I think it's so weird. Yeah. Because it's like, if anything, I feel like it's hard. It'd be probably harder to come from the shadows of anyone that did before you.
No, bro, 100%. Like, I felt like even for me in New York, it took a lot of time because everybody just had their assumption on me. They had the assumptions of the handouts that they thought that I had that I wasn't given. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They made the assumptions of so much of the shit. I remember niggas was talking to me like, yo, you live in LA, right? Bro, I never lived in LA.
I live here.
Yeah, I live here. You know what I'm saying? With y'all, you know? But I feel like that was like a big piece of it. Is like, you know, it's almost like both sides. You're trying to prove to both sides. You know what I'm saying? And that's always what it felt like. Like, you know, there wasn't necessarily like a home on either spot. You just had to just build your table. You know what I'm saying? And I've literally just built my table.
And you're gonna continue building there, and the shit's actually dope too. So it's just like, I feel like it's easy. So it's just interesting to know, like, like, again, looking at this hip hop landscape, like how, I guess, do you get through that? Because the internet's weird right now too. Yeah, 100%. The internet's wild weird. So it's just like,
and I think like the best way you could really get through some shit like that, bro, is just your talent.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Shines
like,
through.
Yeah, like regardless of what anybody may say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm nice. I could rap.
You are nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if that can be at the forefront. So whether you come in to check it just because you heard of my mom's, because you heard of my father, you know what I'm saying? Just because you heard of anybody in my family.
For sure.
You can come to it, whether it's for you or not, you're going to be like, ah, that nigga can rap.
And then there's niggas like me who've been hip to you for a minute that I didn't even put that together until I started like really researching. I'm just like, like your music got sent to me through like just doing the TDN thing and just being like, oh, this nigga's nice. And we posted You Show Love, and we just kind of built through there.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm not even realizing like how many mutual like people we know that are like someone you consider like, shout out to my nigga Rio, like that's my actual brother, like you know what I mean. And I'm just like, I would have never known.
Yeah, bro, not for sure. Like, and I don't really lead with those things,
as you shouldn't.
Yeah, and you know, like people will be like, yo, like I'm surprised you don't lead with it, but it's like, my nigga, like. Who walks into a room and is like, I met you, I was like, yo, what's up? I'm Niko, I'm the son of so-and-so. Like,
it's weird as fuck.
I'm not at night. This is not,
facts.
You know, it's not 1100, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the squire of da-da-da. Like, I walk in as who I am.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and my family is my family, and I'm very private, and I love my family dearly, and I keep my family close.
As you should.
I'm not the type of person to like put that and commingle that with my career. That shit is for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not part of my brand and what I identify when I go out there and, you know, I get on the booth and I get on the stage. It's different. You feel me? So, yeah.
One thing I want to circle back to is I want to learn more about the JAMLA relationship and like meeting Rapsody so young. Cause like, you know, again, I'm like listening to you. I'm like, this nigga got a record with Wayne. Like one, how the fuck did that come about? And just explain like just the relationship between you, Rapsody, JAMLA, and just like what they even mean to like underground music too.
Yeah. So man, JAMLA. Where do
JAMLA? I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool. Oh, one shout out JAMLA. And, you know, like I've been doing, we're gonna give the shout out to everybody, right? So shout out Ninth. You know,
legend. Yo, Sean actually interned for Knife Wonder because he spent time in North Carolina. Yeah, like a long time ago. So like NC ties in there as well.
Yeah, man. Shout out Knife, shout out Rap, shout out Crisis, shout out Cash. You know, shout out Swank and Draft, shout out Ruben, GQ, Heather Victoria. You know, Ian Kelly. Not everyone's still there, but these are all the people that were there when I was, you know, being molded and I was working. So the way that happened, bro, I was Rap had a show in New York. I come to the show early. I tell Rap that I'm a rapper.
Wait, when you did you go to the show on some like you were just going to go as a spectator, like?
Yeah, I went. Yeah,
I'm like as a fan.
Yeah,
okay, bad.
Yeah, I'm going as a spectator. So, I'm pulling up. Yo, I rap. Rap is like sort of rap for me. I'm like, oh shit. So I start rapping for her, and this is 2018. This is like April 2018.
Okay.
So I rap for her, and she was like, damn, you dope. Took my Instagram, took my number, and then she was like, I want Knife to hear you, but Knife don't like to listen to niggas until after the show. So I was like, all right, cool. Or as a matter of fact, I even tried to rap for him. And he was like, after the show.
For sure.
Curved me. I was like, I respect it, you know, OG. Then he had a performance. It was fire. They're leaving the venue. And I'm like, yo, you told me I was going to be able to rap for you. And he was like, well, if you're going to rap for me, you got to rap for me right now because we got to go to the airport to fly out for our next show.
Yeah.
So I'm walking with Knife, like, arm over his shoulder, rapping in his ear, like as he's walking to
like niggas is in the club.
Bro, you feel me? Like we in the club, like yo, my nigga love you, son. Like you feel me? like one of those. I'm walking with Ninth, rapping to him. Black Suburban outside, waiting for him. He's like, damn, how old are you? I'm 21. I just turned 21.
Damn.
So he was like, damn, nah, you nice. So then we didn't exchange contact, but he followed me on the gram.
Okay.
We followed each other. And so I remember that was in April, right? Nigga, I get back to my block. I'm like, yo, we out of here. Yo. I just rapped for night. Yo, what's crazy too is I had a 99 Corolla, and me and my niggas were hotboxing 99 Corolla, and we used to imagine like those types of moments.
For sure.
Yo, so we used to imagine like, yo, what would you do if you got a beat from Ninth? What would you do like if you got a verse from rap? And when you go to Sway in the morning, these are all things I ended up doing. Only one I didn't do that we used to play out a lot was Flex.
Which still can happen.
Yeah, which still can happen.
Yeah,
you know
facts. Shout to Flex.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy how we manifested it, bro. We used to sit in that car and just get high and just talk about this shit.
Facts.
So, boom.
Man, shout out to just getting high in the, like, old Corollas, bro.
Yo,
that's some wild top shit.
Facts, bro. Yo, shout out to nigga Quinn. That was the first nigga I ever smoked a whole eighth with in one session, bro.
Wow.
Just me and him. Nigga had me smacked. But right, so, boom. I'm like, yo, we out of here. And the summer goes by and I didn't hear back from them. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, maybe, you know. Then the rap just hits me, and it's like, yo, come out to JAMLA, Bright Lady Studios, you know, right out there in Raleigh. So I go, and bro, it's the first night there, and like, you know, I always came from hip hop, but this is a section of hip hop that I was a big fan of. So like I had an uncle, his name is Kenny, shout out my Uncle Kenny, and he was really into Little Brother. Little Brother's his favorite rap group of all time. So he put me onto Illmatic, and Illmatic is when I started becoming a student, like, of hip hop. Like, that's what shifted.
Seeking that knowledge.
Facts. So, like, that whole, like, branch of hip hop, bro, I fucking love that shit. So,
yeah.
Like, and, like, my first freestyles were on Ninth Beats.
Wow.
I did a So Hard to Choose freestyle from Rap's project. Wow. And so, like, meeting them for me, bro, it was like, you couldn't tell me nothing, nigga. Like, I'm in this shit.
And these are like legend. Like, Ninth One is a fucking legend. Rapsody is a legend.
It's
like,
a legend,
yes,
bro.
that's why I'm like, how did this happen?
Bro, so I go over there, bro. The first night, Rap is like, yo, we gonna load a beat up. Yo, these niggas is talking to me like, yo, I wish you would have came earlier because we just finished our JAMLA is the Squad 2 compilation project for our label. I'm like, damn.
And that's the joint that has like Cole on it. And
yeah, Cole, JID, everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, nigga.
Everyone, including Nico's on this, by the way.
I'm on this,
by the way.
I break down how I got on this shit. So boom, first night, she's going through beats. I'm like, yo, I fuck with this beat. They went through more. We ended up going back to that. She's like, yo, everybody that's in the studio has to lay a verse. You know, because rap is a dog when it comes to like her pen. Like, she's on it. So she's
one of them ones.
Yeah, she's like,
one of the
everybody
fucking ones.
Got to rap. I'm like, nigga, say no more. I went. Wrote my verse immediately, bro. Boom, boom, boom. It was a couple of us in there. And, like, I was done just waiting. Everybody's like, all right, cool. We ready to record? Who want to go first? I'm like, me. Nigga, I
Cocky little nigga.
Yeah, word, bro. Just young, like, yo, I'm going to show niggas out.
Facts.
So then I go in the booth. I rap, and they were hype. Yo, what the fuck? Da-da-da. And I was like, man, like, it was surreal, bro. Like, you know, Rap and all of them just giving me that love. And I remember we got out the studio probably like 5 in the morning.
Damn.
By 7 in the morning, niggas at JAMLA was hitting me about my verse and being like, yo, this is dope. So, like, I was like, yo, this is crazy. And that record ended up making it on the project. It's that outro.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just, in the nick of time, they just threw me on there. And shout out to Ninth and shout out to Rap, because back to what we was talking about, like that uphill battle and like how it can feel harder at times.
Yeah.
Ninth and Rap seen that, and they saw what I was going through with that, and they understood the value of their cosign. And so they intentionally did that for me, you know.
And when they didn't have to either.
Yeah, they did not have to do that, you know.
Because you're not a North Carolina nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not a North Carolina nigga. I'm not JAMLA.
Yeah.
It's none of that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like,
so you weren't even technically like signed or working?
No, like nothing.
Just through some love shit.
Bro, through some love shit. I was still recording, you know, my grandmother's crib on the 3rd floor, Logic.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And they just did it because they thought that I was talented and they wanted they knew what that was gonna do for me. You know, it kind of gave me a cornerstone to the hip hop world of like, this is a space where you could expect Niko Brim to be at. You know what I mean?
And that's like for your age and just kind of like just the fact that their influence goes strong enough to like where a 21-year-old rapper from New York is like, not only are you inspired, but like, yo, like these are niggas that you're like, you manifested that. Like how,
look at this shit.
How like wild is that? You know what I mean? Like
it was crazy, bro. I remember like that feeling, like, you know, when they talk about, and there's still so much climbing to do, but I remember that part of the climb, bro, and just how exciting that was. You know what I'm saying? Like calling my niggas like in between sessions, like, yo, I've been here, like it's my 8th hour, nigga. Like I'm working on these records, yo, nigga, Ninth's beats is crazy. Remember when I first got there, Ninth cooked up a beat for T.I. in like 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Like, and it was crazy. T.I. was on the phone, he's like, don't worry, bro, I got you. Did this shit right in front of me. I'm like, oh my God, this is
just around a bunch of aliens.
Yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? And then even seeing Rap, like, and me and Rap, our relationship from there, like, just got deep, bro. Like, that's like my big sister for real.
Wow.
Yeah, so she started, I came back after that, and I came back to JAMLA, and JAMLA became like this, like, think of it as like training. Like, you know, like when a boxer goes and like go into camp, it was like going to camp, bro. It's like I would go out there maybe 2 weeks at a time, and I would go 2 weeks at a time, bro. I stayed at Crisis and GQ's crib on the couch. You know what I'm saying? I stayed with Crisis almost every time I was out there. Just, bro, we would wake up, go to the studio, wake up, go to the studio. I did this every day that I was out there, like nothing else.
Wow.
And like, you know, they would give me feedback on the music. This is dope. You got too many words here. Like, where's the hook? Or, you know, like just sharpening me and giving me feedback.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And
getting your reps in.
Yeah, getting my reps in. And then I had gotten to a point where I was like, yo, I got a project. And so Rap heard it, and she was like, yo, this is a dope project. It needs to be executive produced. So then that's when me and her started our own personal, like, working relationship. And she was just like molding, like, yo, like giving me feedback. Yo, if you're gonna do this on your project, you should work on this and work on that. And yeah, bro, like her and JAMLA, just like there was like a lot of development that happened over there with them, you know? And like, when think about Ruben, right? Ruben.
I was gonna ask, is Ruben running around?
Yeah, so Ruben, the first time I go down, Ruben wasn't there because his moms got married. Shout out to the queen, man. You know, much love to Rube's mom, yeah. And so Rube wasn't there the first time. The second time I go there, bro, me and Rube cut like 3-4 records, bro, in like 3 hours. Like,
what's the age difference between y'all?
Me and Rube, 4 years.
He's 4 years younger?
Yeah, so yeah.
I be forgetting Ruben's like younger than us.
Yeah, he's really young, yeah. So like Rube to me is like, he's appearing in the hip hop space, but like that's like my little brother.
Yeah, because Rube's like what, 24?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
So it's like, so me and Rube, like we have like a real dope brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? We were at JAMLA, bro, like we used to stay on the couch over there, bring our toothbrushes, bro. Wow. And just lock in 10, 12 hours a day, just like really sharpening steel early, like before the projects was out. Like me and Rube was like on it, bro. Even just freestyle off the top, like put a beat on, like
crazy.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and him just going back and forth, back and forth. And so like that was when I would go out there, that's just what it was. It was just like every day, like that's just what life was about. And that's why, you know, when you see a rapper, when you see a rapper as great as Rap, and when you see a rapper as great as Ruben, like that camp, that's what they do, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they build that. You know what I'm saying? And
it's not some overnight shit. Like these niggas is really like putting their 10,000 hours in all the time.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm appreciative that at some point in my journey, I got to be in that. Yeah. Because it got me nice. You get what I'm saying? And like I started carving out what would be my sound and how I write, and like how my pen worked. And but yeah, bro, so then me and Rap went to that. We were working on that project. Then she put me on my first tour. I did like 5-6 dates for her tour for Eve. So after she put me on the tour with Eve, I did like Vermont, Connecticut, like New York. It was fire. LA, I met Coast Contra on that tour. Wow. Yeah, 2020, right before the pandemic. Damn. Yeah, so with me, Coast, Rube, all in the studio. Like, someone has that record. Coast Contra, Ruben, and Niko, we all on it.
Someone gotta find that.
Yeah, someone gotta find that. But yeah, me and Rap just were locked in since, bro. You know what I mean? And then like I would always do like my own thing and just come to her for guidance. And then I did like my Before the Throne EP. Then she was doing like her Weo label that I was working with very closely. And that's where, you know, Mego and her and all of that comes together. And mind you, during all of this, Mego is an intern at JAMLA.
Wow.
So I forgot that part. Mego's there. Everything that I'm talking about, Mego's there, bro. Making beats, learning too from them. You know what I'm saying? Like all three of us, me, Rube, and Mego are all learning at like the same time in our own ways, like coming back. Like there was a time where me and Rube would not record a record without sending it to each other, like just for feedback. Like,
damn,
I laid 2 joints today at the crib. Like, you know, he's in Charlotte, I'm in New York, I'm in Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like us going back and forth like that. So,
and then like. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, bro. Long-winded, but
bro. Like
crazy,
this is why I love having these conversations, because I would have never known. Like I'm like, you know, outside looking in, like y'all have records together, y'all are like peers, y'all are like, so it makes sense that niggas do records together. But I didn't know it goes that deep,
bro. That deep on some like, yo, bro, like, can you hold down the Bojangles today? 'Cause I'm popped, and we've been at the studio for 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like me and him really thugged it out.
So like now when you like take a second to like kind of just really look at like right now where hip hop is, and just kind of like all the guys we're mentioning that are all having like real moments right now, what does that feel like? Like, 'cause some of these guys you've watched for the years, and like you're also a part of this. You're having a moment too. Like that has to feel incredible.
Yeah, it does, bro. It feels amazing, bro. Like seeing that shit with the guys is crazy. Like it is genuine, like happiness, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I can imagine.
Joy, like, cause bro, like when you know and you've seen what somebody's done to get there, bro, like that shit is just like, man, that win is amazing, bro.
Cause they don't, and this is the things they don't talk about. They don't talk about the sleeping on the couches and going state to state and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like 100%. Doing this shit for the love of it. Like don't even know if this is gonna lead to a deal or whatever the case may be. Like bro. I think these are the parts of like the journey in hip hop that niggas don't.
Yeah, bro.
Glorify, like, yo, like the 10 to 12 hours a day sessions, just working on shit.
Bro,
like,
we all sacrificed a lot, bro. We sacrificed a lot. Like it wasn't, it was time, you know, it was peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put our last dollars into this shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's another thing they don't talk about.
Relationships didn't work out because of this shit, you know what I'm saying? People that wasn't honestly probably even meant for us. But it was like, bro, that shit was not, it wasn't fly by night, bro. And then also too, we dealt with the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was coming off of the rap tour, ready to drop a project.
And shit has to slow down.
It had to stop.
Damn.
You know, think about it. When it first happened, the pandemic, it stopped, bro.
Yeah, like just
2020
everything.
to 2021, nigga, everything stopped. So I was coming off this momentum. I had just this sway in the morning. JAMLA's the squad.
Body that shit too.
You're good looking. JAMLA's the squad. I produced those beats.
Bro.
On there, yeah. At that time, I was making beats, bro.
Are you not making beats now?
No, not really. I got spoiled, bro. Too many fire producers, bro.
I feel you.
Bro, nigga Cannon walking around in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's too
Nigga
much,
can get a Knife Wonder beat now.
You know
like, fuck all that. I feel
like,
it.
Man, fuck my shit, bro. Like, these niggas are sending me packs, bro. But yeah, like, you know, that was
Cannon pack is crazy, by the way.
Yeah, bro, yeah, Cannon is ill. Shout out Don.
One of the illest.
But I was gonna say like that also was a factor for a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be feeling like, you know, our life ages are our life ages, but industry age, I feel like, bro, it's like we lost 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to navigate and figure that out. And I've watched these niggas that we're talking about, Kai, Rube, like before the pandemic, go through that shit and come out a beast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, that shit is just crazy, bro. Like even Marco, like I met Marco when I was on tour with Rap. And, you know, whenever we touch on that Please Don't Cry and the Wayne and all that shit, that was crazy because Marco pulled up on me when I had the show in Atlanta with Rap.
Wow. And Marco's one of those ones too, man. Marco Plus is one of those. He's a fucking alien, bro.
So that record, me and him have Cadillac Chrome.
Yeah.
Bro, I laid that verse like right before he got in the studio. And he was like, yo, play it. Play the shit. He said, yeah, got something. Nigga went, bro, might have been like 30 minutes. Went in there and killed it, bro. And that was the first time me and him met in real life, but we were familiar with each other through socials.
For sure.
And like, bro, that shit is crazy how like everyone just meets at particular points. I left Atlanta and I'm like, yo, me and Marco just
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And I really love that record, but like I feel like that for like our era, like, you know, there's a level of hunger in that song that me and him showed that I felt like was unique. You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, it's like we were like, it was a real like lyrical warfare. You know what I'm saying? Like we was sparring.
Nah, because you niggas can both really fucking rap.
You feel what I'm saying? And it was like, it was his style, my style, but it was like, I loved that we did it that way.
I also think too, I'm not gonna hold you, it takes a very specific type of rapper to even want to rap next to Marco.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those niggas in my opinion that 100%. Like every record he's on, I'm just like, he's actually trying to kill niggas.
Yeah,
like
he's 100%. Yeah, and that's why I get in with Marco. I'm cut that way too.
As you should. And I love that, like what I'm hearing through this whole conversation is like, you'll rap next to anyone and you really trying to just like body niggas. 100%. Like I think that's was like, I feel like that feeling has been missing, like because everyone's friends and shit. Like nah, fuck that. I'm trying to hear niggas and really wash each other.
Yo, y'all niggas is afraid to get beat up, bro. I'm not turning down no fade, bro. if you take the L, bro, you live to see another day, bro. Like getting on a record with a nigga is the least of my worries and confrontational, bro. There's real confrontation going on out here.
I mean, not for nothing too, though. I feel like, you know, you spend all those like days in the studio rapping with like, niggas like Rapsody, like you have no choice but to be like, I'm trying to rap with the illest ever, and that's years ago.
And my thing is too is like, bro, with all of them, like everybody's gonna have their take on who they like or who they don't like. But all of these niggas that I've rapped with too, bro, like I rap with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get left. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in there with whoever.
Nah, so facts.
Like it depends on what you like. You know, I always think that, I always think I'm the best. But,
I mean, yeah, you a cocky nigga from New York. Like, what should we expect for real?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and Marco feels the same way. And Chris feels the same way. And
as they should, though.
And we all need to feel that way. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's why I feel like a lot of us collab with each other too. Because nobody's concerned about that.
Nah, I think
everybody's like, yo, I know what I'm bringing to the table. I'm gonna bring that shit.
I think y'all keep each other very like again, like just iron and sharpening iron. Let's talk about your most recent record, the Fearless record with bro,
my boy Reezy.
Yo, it's crazy because I like the record as is, and you know what I'm saying. Literally, I think the day after we meet, like literally, fucking the day after we meet in person for the first time, he drops his video. I'm like, this nigga's moving.
Yeah.
And bro,
man,
I'm gonna come clean. I'm a little late on the Reezy.
Yeah.
Like I had, I'd seen the cosigns, I'd seen like Tyler's fucking with him, Kendrick's fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing everything on the internet because we're all on the same internet.
Yeah.
Dog. It wasn't until funny enough on the Radar Cypher where I'm like, oh, this nigga's nice.
Yeah.
Boom, that drops. Nice. And then I hear y'all joint. And I'm like, oh, this nigga's cold. Yeah. Talk about how that record came apart. Because it's just like a New York nigga and a nigga from like New Orleans, like coming together and just like rapping.
Yeah, bro. Like, and that's the thing.
Crazy. Like, how the fuck did that come along? And it's like,
bro. Shout out that happened because of rap. Shout out to rap.
Bro, everything we know and love is because of Rapsody. Shout out to Rapsody, dog.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Rap. Rap, her and PJ Morton are cool, and Reezy is cool with PJ.
And like, yo, like I said, like I knew I was late on him because I'm seeing everyone around me be like, this nigga's nice, but I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, bro.
So shout out to the Reezy, but that's a joint right there.
And we linked up and we shot it, and Reezy's mad cool, bro. Like, and shout out Eric, his manager, another nigga from the 9. It's my guy.
Difficulties when you're having fun.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're having fun talking. So we just talking about Reezy.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to circle back to we talked about Rapsody, gave her flowers. We didn't even talk about the Wayne. Like, bro, you have a record with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck? And you got a record with Corey Gunz. Like, you got the 6%. Like, you got it.
Yo, I remember, bro. Both of those happened within like 2 weeks of each other.
No way.
Yeah, bro, I FaceTime my niggas like, I am who I am, nigga. I am Young Money, nigga. Fuck this niggas talking about, nigga. Yo, that shit was crazy. How both of those happened. Shout out my nigga T-Mark, like a fashion influencer out of New York. And he makes like these dope hats and like just all this shit is fly, nigga. And T-Mark was putting together a project that he wanted to like executive produce. Yeah. And he had me on there. He had Corey on there. He had like King Streets. He had J1. These niggas are good fellas. It was a whole bunch of us.
A bunch of fly niggas for sure.
I cut, the first time I cut, Corey was like, yo, this nigga's nice. We did a second one. Corey was like, yo, this nigga's nice.
And he's one of them ones.
Yeah, he's one of them ones. Absolutely, bro. So then the nigga, I hit him. And I was like, yo, I got a joint for my project. I'd love for you to cut. Bro pulled up on me, bro, and did the verse. Like, wow. Yeah, bro. We was in Mix House, Lilo and Fleet. Shout out my guys. And then with the the rap situation, like that shit was fucking crazy. So the way that it happened was I was at Rap's crib. She said, "Yo, I'm about to go to work on my album in Austin." She was working with Black Odyssey, and she was like, "I want you to come, but I'm not too sure. I'm gonna see." I'm like, "All right." Nigga, it's like 6 a.m. She knocks on the door. She like, "Nigga, wake up. We going to Austin." I'm like, "I bet." You know what I'm saying? Pack my shit. I go out there. She's like, "Yo, there's a record that I have that I hear you on." And she plays this. And at the time, the record went through like a lot of changes.
Yeah.
But the original version of the record was like, it was Wayne. Like, it was her. And she didn't tell me. So it was her, and then is Wayne rapping. It's like, I'm just listening. Like, this is the record you hear me on. And then Wayne starts rapping.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Whoa, what
the fuck is going on here?"
Nah, nigga, no fucking way. And I'm like, "You're dead ass?" She's like, "Yeah." And the version that we had at that time, there was like a beat switch up, and then there's a third verse. Almost like how like Kendrick had the Buried Alive moment on.
Yeah.
A completely different beat from what they were doing. And that was like my moment to go. And I was like, "Nigga, let's get it." Went out to the common room, did my verse right there, came back in, spit it. She thought it was super fire. And as they continued to like work on the project and everything, she got it to a place where it made sense for her project. And she ended up keeping me as the hook. And then they took my verse and they put it on Niko's interlude. So Niko's interlude was originally, it was all one record.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't rap on that Niko's interlude beat that's on the project. It was another beat. So like, yo, that OG version, I don't know, maybe one day like it comes out, but it was originally Rap Wayne and Niko. You know what I mean? Yeah, and it was, now I have Niko's interlude, which is amazing, and she still kept me on the hook, so I'm thankful for that. And yeah, bro, that shit was like crazy. And Wayne thought the record was dope. Like, come on, my nigga.
Like, there's not too many better cosigns you can get, bro.
Bro, 100%, bro. Like, that cosign.
Nine thinks you're dope. Wayne thinks you're dope. Like,
I said, that's fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Like, and she ended up putting it out, bro. And that shit, like, you want to talk about a stamp, nigga, an accolade. Like, that shit was incredible. And also, too, like, it was a great moment for me as an artist to know that I've gotten to that point where I could get in with Rapsody and get in with Wayne.
And not for nothing, too, like, you know, I'm heard being like, "Yo, I can hear you on this," and like getting through all these changes, and you making 2 different records essentially.
Yeah,
like, bro, that's
bro. Yeah, man. Like, I appreciate rap because like even when I was in it at that time and I didn't even realize where I was taking it, Rap knew, and she was very intentional with me on like reminding me of that. Like, bro, you're gonna be here.
Yeah.
So don't settle for anything here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just gonna be part of your journey and your ascension. You know, and those were the moments where like she allowed me to showcase my talent that, you know, also showed the rest of the world like
how dope you are.
You get what I'm saying? So
let's talk about another moment of like another dope cosign showing you off to the world. You were on the JID tour.
Yeah, bro.
Was it the God Does Like Ugly tour?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It was God Does Like Paradise.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Fire album, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking love JID.
Yeah,
like, anyone who knows me knows I love JID. So boom, I'm seeing, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like in the Chris Patrick like fan thing on Twitter. So I'm like, you know, I see him saying like he's about to go on tour. I'm hearing through the grapevines Marco's about to go on tour. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing like pretty much all my like niggas that I'm cool with.
Yeah.
Through the
Suave
music.
too.
Fucking Suave. And funny, the fucking funny shit about the Suave shit is we booked him for Credit Check, which is a show we did him in Will Hill. And literally as we're booking him, he's just like, "We don't know if we can confirm just yet because there's a tour coming. And I might be on this tour."
Yeah.
So boom, when we announced the show and the JID shit comes on, I'm like, "Oh, this is fire." I'm like, this only shows that like we were booking some ill shit. Yeah, so that was a real cool moment. And then boom, I see you get announced for it. And I'm just like, damn, like everybody that I fuck with right now is on this tour. So first and foremost, shout out to JID and the team for just like wanting to push the culture and put like the next ill niggas on this tour.
Know what I was saying? In time, bro, people are gonna realize that tour was special, bro.
No, bro.
That was one of the
it is.
He at JID post that blog era is one of the biggest artists in hip hop right now.
Yeah.
Don't let people always want to talk about social media presence. Don't let that fool you, bro. I seen it with my.
No, he puts asses in seats.
I see.
He sells out tours.
You get what I'm saying?
Every time.
He and his team decided to pull all of the dope niggas, you know what I'm saying, that from all these different places, and like, you know, gave us an opportunity to showcase our talent. And I felt like we haven't seen somebody do that in a while.
I want to,
you know what I mean?
And I could be wrong. I want to say the last time we seen a tour like that, where just like, you know, I would say, it's weird to say JID's like y'all niggas OGs, because like I feel like y'all are so close in age, but definitely
like it's more like a big bro.
Big bro, the wave right before, you know what I'm saying? You guys are the next wave, and it's just like, I feel like the last time we seen some shit like that was like, what, Club Paradise Drake tour? When he went on tour, like with me, Kendrick, Rocky, fucking took French on that bitch, I think.
100%.
There's 2 Chainz was on it, like a tour, just like, I'm the nigga right now, and these are the niggas that I think are the niggas right now too. 100%. Like that's kind of how that tour felt to me, and it's just like,
bro, and it was crazy. Like,
how many dates you do?
11.
Oh my god,
we did the whole East Coast from Miami to Boston.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
And just take us through like tour, like what was that like? Everything sold out, like doing.
So it was incredible, bro. Like that was the biggest tour that I had done. You know, up until this point. So, you know, like when we go out there, our first show was in Charlotte. Yeah, our first show was in Charlotte.
How incredible is that?
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh,
it's your stomping grounds. Yeah, it's your stomping grounds this time.
Good, yeah. So I go down there, and you know, we were just seeing like just how everything was being run. Like, you know, his team just taking notes because they were really, you know, like on it.
Oh nah, bro.
Yeah, like, they're professionals.
Yo, the Jet, like burying them.
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, them niggas don't play.
They don't fuck around.
You know what I'm saying?
I love what they got going on.
Bro. So, you know, we pulled up and you know, we were handling our own shit, our merch and everything. And from that first night, it was like electric. Like the crowd, the shit was sold out.
Every day too,
bro,
right?
Yeah, bro, damn near. Like the only thing we tried like Miami was like the one that we didn't have sold out.
For sure.
But it was like,
man, the Heat came and sold
out. And it was Art Basel.
So everything's going on.
There's a lot going on. You feel me? But bro, I'm talking about. It was crazy, bro. You would have thought that they were there not for us, but like that they knew who we were.
For sure.
It was like it was our first time with everybody. We got a standing screaming ovation.
Wow.
And that went on through the tour, bro.
And not for nothing too, I feel like the cool thing, like, and like I'm a big wrestling fan. I feel like, you know, so like I look at like when all that got announced, I'm looking at JID and his fan base. I'm like, these are smart fans. That's what they call it in wrestling. Yeah. I'm like, they're gonna embrace every guy on the stage because you guys all have that same, even though all y'all have different sounds and are different artists, you guys all have that same energy to where just like, yo, we can rap our asses off. We make incredible music. Like JID fans are going to fuck with
all of us,
because all of y'all, because y'all are dope. You know what I'm saying? And I think you guys fit that same, like that build of just like
100%.
You guys do everything. So I was like, it was perfect across the board based off just like the names on it.
Yeah, bro. And then the merch was going crazy, bro. Like I was selling out so much merch.
Damn.
And that was like a big part. Like, you know, as an indie artist, going up there, shout out my guys at AMW Merch. Like I partnered with them and got my own shit together, bro. And like, you know, just seeing the fans walk out with a great show and you know, the clothes that I put together, it's like, yo,
what's that feel like?
It's amazing, bro. And you like really utilizing like my intellectual property as an independent artist to make some bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like back to what we were talking about with Even, like, you know, like I want everybody
to Even, bro.
Yeah, bro, like you can do this shit. Like you don't need all of those. You just got to start somewhere, you know?
And as long as you cater to the people that fuck with you, you can really eat off this.
Because look at JID, bro. Like we said, he's
the guy.
It, bro. And it's like he's not concerned about that quote unquote mainstream accolade. That to him is like that comes and goes. You have the so attention of 1 million people, or you have 250,000 people that are with you for life.
And bro, putting asses in seats is like something a lot of people can do.
Shout out Kai, man. Me and Kai motherfucking killed that tour, bro. And shout out Chris, Suave, and Plus. I know they killed their legs also. We were all on different legs.
But just the fact that all of y'all just like knowing like again how everyone fucks with each other and just seeing like the aftermath and knowing what is right around the pipeline is just like, that's crazy.
And
man.
me and Marco had dropped Cadillac Chrome while I was on my leg, but we were like, yo, it makes sense. Nigga, we're on the same tour.
Yeah.
Right now. It's like, bro, let's press the button on this shit, you know?
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like there's so much momentum around Niko Brim right now. Coming off the tour, got new singles because there's new joints out. Period. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
What in 2026? What else can we look forward towards Niko Brim and just like what should we be looking towards in general?
I would say definitely more music. Like I'm gonna keep flooding this.
Flood these niggas.
Yeah, bro. There's so much music. A lot of the music that has been released is not even like my newest shit, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Fearless is old, bro.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like before a lot of this shit that we're talking about. But I would say just look out for more music. Look out for more merch. I would say another tour. Unique physical copies. Yeah, bro, like just continue to see me build out this narrative. You know what I'm saying? That we're this new class and I am a staple in what this new class is.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to displaying that through the art. Simple.
I love that.
My God.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Like I keep saying, it's just the energy right now in hip hop is beautiful, and I just really love. I'm excited to see where it goes for you and pretty much everyone we talked about today, man. I think we're in the cusp of something really special.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's only going to continue getting iller and iller and iller. Yeah. So I want to thank you for your time, bro. No, happy belated too. His birthday was yesterday.
Yes,
of course, dog. Of course. I'm like, bro, I felt bad. I'm like, you want to get an interview after your birthday? I feel terrible, dog.
100%. Yo, bro, I love what I do.
Nah, you know and it's you can tell, bro. You can tell, man, from the sessions, from like even just even setting this up was mad smooth. Like he was just like, it took like till last minute. He was like, oh, I should probably bring my manager into this because he's just a cool nigga, bro. But nah, thank you for your time. Thank you for kicking it with Cøøg, bro. We really fuck with you over here on the Daily Note, bro. Keep going crazy.
Yo, my God.
And we can't wait to see what's next.
Yo, much love, buddy.
Let's wrap this bitch up. Like, comment, subscribe. Kicking it with Cøøg. I go by the name of Cøøg. The Daily Note, Dope Contest Media, Kings of the Ring podcast. We are at Mean Street Studios. Fuck, what else am I missing? Shout out to Generation Now. Shout out to Rapsody. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone we named today, bro. I'm excited to get back. I'm excited with everything that's going on. Let's just keep doing dope shit.
100%.
And we out.
I been kicking it with Cøøg. 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 Got a lot of shit to lose. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with Cøøg. I been kicking it with